Peace, family. You Coolin Wit The Completist and my brother Spawn Prince. Tonight we just gonna unload some hauls for you for real, and we gonna just talk about miscellaneous things. You know what I mean? There also is some news for real. I'm sure that my brother Spawn Prince has heard of some. I heard of a few things as well. So we gonna have some news for you. But how you doing today, brother?
I'm doing good, man. I cannot complain, man. I always reading. That's all I really do. Now, when I think about it, man, I don't really do nothing else.
That's like
Except
the
I'm
beauty of life for us right now, just sitting our ass
talking to
back
y'all
and reading.
talking on social media and reading. That's the highlights of my day.
Man, listen, you already know you preaching to the choir, man. But who you want to go first, man? You want to go first? You want me to go first?
I think I'm gonna go first since I'm smaller than you. I'm thinking I'm smaller than you this time. I think I'm smaller than you this time.
Yeah, man, go ahead.
Y'all know more. I start off in my world of manga. I was behind one issue. A lot of people don't know that I'm even still reading it, but I am. And I love this cover. I picked this cover up simply because my favorite character is on the cover of the book. My favorite character from this series is on the book. And that is the My Hero Academia.
Oh shit, that cover look hard.
That is issue 30. I'm caught up now. So
Okay.
I can fully engross myself into some My Hero conversations.
Man, we're gonna have to do an episode on My Hero, man. We're gonna have to have a full discussion, man. We gotta discuss what's going on in the world.
The world might have to put this up there with Naruto and Dragon Ball. Man, they might have to put it in there, man.
Oh shit! I mean, for real, they already been out for what 6 years now, 5 years. You know what I'm saying? The anime,
something like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like they already been out for a long time and they still going. We got more seasons to come. You know what I mean? So they already on their way.
My first all-time favorite, and I always reiterate that, is Fist of the North Star. Is my all-time favorite manga and anime. There's nothing higher than that for me. There hasn't been for me. My second favorite is that Shaman King. I love it. I love that they did this whole omnibus thing with the series. This for me is perfect for me. Doing it like this in an omnibus makes it
man. Look. Remember, I told you that I love Attack on Titan, bro. I had to pre-order that. They just had came out with the Attack on Titan omnibuses, volume 1, 2, and 3. Man, I needed to get them joints. Like that's you need to. If you don't got that, if you don't have the original mangas for Attack on Titan, you need to cop them omnibuses.
Yeah, Attack on Titan was one of the ones, just like my One Punch was one of the ones that I only kept up with and read it completely online, fully the whole thing online, as well as One Piece. Cause I'm not going out buying 1,000 chapters worth of that book.
One Punch Man. Man, listen, One Punch Man is looking crazy right now.
Oh, you read the latest chapter?
We're not about to get on that right now.
Okay,
let's stay up.
Right now. Okay. Let's stay here.
People, get on that One Punch Man, y'all. That's all I'm saying.
In the world of comics, picked up a new series. I haven't read it yet, but it's by Ram V. Funny thing about these books, there's only 2. Is I ordered them back in November, and they got lost in transit. He issued me a refund. He did whatever with his money and got his money back, whatever. But it is called Radio Apocalypse by Ram V, one of my current favorite writers, if y'all can see his name there. And I like that cover. Yeah, I like the cover.
Yeah, I like that cover.
But y'all know how I am with post-apocalyptic anything. So I haven't read it yet. But from what I understand, is basically like a one man versus the post-apocalyptic world type of deal. And from what I understand, he runs and owns the last radio station in the world.
Yeah, good concept. Radio Apocalypse, everybody. Who wrote that? What publishing company?
Ram V, and it is published by Vault. Vault
Oh,
Comics.
okay.
Vault.
I'm gonna have to look them up.
Another one that another comic company that does not. It is not under comic code regulations at all. And then the last book, big omnibus. I'm completed. I'm caught up. I reread the whole thing. I shouldn't have, but I did. And then I read the in singles that I got of it. But I got that saga complete compendium
Classic.
#1. This is it. This holds volumes 1 through 54 in it. So I got the whole thing, and I can now get this off my bedside, man. This thing been sitting on my bedside for almost like a month now, and I can
I'm
honestly
sure.
like put it away with the rest of the damn books because it's taking up a lot of damn space. This is big, man. This is I've had to read this like putting it on the table. I can't hold this, and nor do I
Yeah, because
want
it's
to.
heavy. I feel you.
Man, y'all forget how weird Saga can get with babies
It
busting out
really,
of
yeah,
stomachs.
it really
Like
can
y'all,
get weird.
yeah,
It can get weird.
it gets weird in there. Weird. And people forget that, like, oh, man, Saga.
That's the beauty, but that's the beauty of it, though, man. That's the beauty of Saga.
If it didn't get us science fiction, man. If it didn't get weird, I wouldn't mess with it probably.
Agree.
What you got over there, man?
Okay, let's let's get into my haul, man. Um,
What you got there, dog?
like I said, I know that you probably gonna want, you know what I'm saying, to take this up off my hands.
Let me get it.
You probably have it.
I do.
See, I shouldn't even doubted you, man. I shouldn't even doubted you.
I think I
This
got
man's
like
a strong man.
four or five copies of that series complete. Like the
But
complete series, like 4 times.
But just so y'all know, this is Angela. You know, Angela is a part of Marvel now.
Thor's sister.
She is Thor's sister.
Her Thor sister. For those that don't know.
All right.
Thor and Loki's sister. I be leaving out Loki. I don't know why I do it like that.
I picked up the beginning of Tomorrow, issue 0. Got that Batman, the old school costume.
You grabbed the Batman.
Man, I got plenty of Batman. See, now we not about to do this. We not about to do this.
Okay.
Because like I said, look, people. I hate Batman. Okay, I'm not gonna
Do you
lie
hate
to anybody.
you hate Batman as a character, or do you hate the actors that have portrayed Batman?
No, I hate Batman as a character overall.
Why?
I used to love him. I used
Do
to
you
be a
hate
big
his fan
fan of
base?
him. Used to have, yeah, definitely. His fan base is probably worse than Goku.
They are worse than Goku.
And that's just me being honest.
So
But no,
why
I
dislike the character though?
honestly, I kind of eased up a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Back in the day when it kind of started for me, it kind of started. Um, I forgot which issue it was, which run it was, but basically, you start when you see Bruce Wayne actually being Bruce Wayne, and then you start seeing some of the decisions, you know what I'm saying, that Batman makes when he is in costume. Like, we know that Batman has his rules, you know what I'm saying, and one of his rules is not killing people. But the thing is, we know for a fact that Batman has killed people. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of weird. He picks and chooses when, you know what I'm saying, to exact that type of justice. And I don't like that.
My
I don't
thing with
like
that,
that.
and because somebody said the same thing to me, and it was like I've said that exact same thing. Honestly, I was like, he's killed people, and it was like, no, he hasn't. He's never shown. I was like, there's no way. Because here's the thing
Yeah.
with certain with the human body in general, our bodies can only certain people can only sustain so much pain, and body can only be in shock for so long. There's
Yeah.
the people that most likely have died on the hospital beds because of the injuries that they suffer from Batman, yo.
Facts.
There,
Like, nigga, there's
you know
no
what I'm
way.
saying?
There's no way.
There's no way,
Like,
bro.
that's kind of like
You're not
saying that
breaking
Moon Knight, you know what I'm
collarbones
saying? Right.
and ribs and shit, and it's like, come on, bro.
Yeah, he killed a lot of people. We're not
You ain't
gonna sit
hitting
here and
people in
act
the
like that.
neck and like, I mean, but that's why I read Batman, but I don't read Batman. I just added him back to my pool. Jeffrey, you need to get on here, man. What are you doing? And
Man, he at work, man. He at work, man.
he always at
I
work.
tried.
Um, I read
Hey, that would be
everybody
dope
else
as fuck
as
if they
far as
did
Bat
that, though.
family.
That would be dope. If they
In the
introduced Angela into the
MCU,
MCU, that would be dope. That would be
yeah,
dope.
yeah.
But honestly, they need to try to
Has they used her much though? Really, in any of the Asgardian books?
I mean, they've used her a
When
good
they
amount.
first bought her, they gave her a little mini series. But other than that, I mean, I got her that mini series. But other than that, it's like, have they really used her? Have they pushed her
Not
since they
really as
got her?
solo runs. Not really as solo runs. No,
Uh,
not really. But she's definitely made a lot of appearances in like the Valkyrie comics, the Avengers comics, and Thor.
if you want to read Batman, man, go read I Am Batman. This Jace Fox run, I
Facts.
Am Batman, is fire.
That's good shit, bro. That's good shit.
You
I read issue what?
you getting a
Excuse
Spawn
me.
vibe with that book. Bless you.
Thank you. And I picked up some more Batman for you, bro. Some more Batman. Batman Outlaws.
Outlaws. I ain't read that in forever.
Yeah, straight out I believe this came out in like 2001 or something like that. Like something like that.
That was, I don't want to say that was not the first, but that was one of the first books I read online. And that was just at the time, it was just like trying to just clicking away, just looking for something. Like, ooh, Batman
And
Outlaws. This sounds good.
they had this collector set. They
Shadow
had
of the
this
Bat.
collector set. Yes. They had this
Shadow of the
collector
Bat.
set. A three-dimensional
Arkham
Arkham
Asylum.
Asylum pop-up. 2 full-color Brian Stale free posters. Bruh.
Official blueprint of Arkham Asylum. I want it. Yo, I want that. Just for
Dude,
that.
collector set. Come on, dog. How are y'all
I want
giving
the
this
blueprint
away?
of Arkham, yo. What? Blueprint of Arkham. I want that now. I want a blueprint of Arkham to hang on my wall.
Man, listen, man. Listen, you know my number, you know my inbox, brother. If you ever want to talk some business, It's raining outside. You'll be okay. Yeah, man. Oh, you paused Spy Family just to be here, Bill. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Pausing. Look at you pausing. Spy Family. I ain't I have to talk about that too. I haven't started watching it or reading it yet.
This the last Batman issue that I picked up, y'all. Last Batman issue I picked up. Batman as a man destroying himself.
What issue number is that?
This is one. It's a mini series for real. I gotta look up the rest of them for real. But it seemed like it's one of those joints that probably isn't that good, but it's old school and it looked like one of
You
those
could
old
definitely
school
tell it's
costume
old
joints. I just
school.
grabbed it. Yeah, I just grabbed it. All right, now for more, I gotta finish this collection. I hate having stuff not finished. But I have I have issues 5 and 8 of Millennium. The teachings. This is DC. I guess the Watchers are involved. I haven't read it. I really don't know much about it, but the covers look so good. I just had to get it. The Ascension. This is issue 8. So it's like 8-part series. I got 2 of them. I'm gonna have to finish this collection. And I'm gonna read it just to see what it's about as well. And this is for my man's. This is for my man Spawn Prince. We had a little miscommunication, a little debate, I guess, earlier today
We be
online.
arguing, y'all. We be
It
fighting.
was green. This nigga made a post, Green Lantern versus Spider-Man's Rogue Gallery. Now, mind you, I didn't read all of the requirements. I ain't even gonna lie. I just saw the pictures and I was like, man, listen, man, you ain't about to do my niggas like this. But you know what I'm saying? You got to show Hal Jordan and respect. He definitely one of, or if not the best Green Lanterns ever. So you got to show him his respect. So,
So that Batman is issue 402, and our artist is Jim Starlin.
which one?
The
This one?
402 man who destroys himself. Yeah, that's why I recognize the
Ooh,
cover. That is some
402.
Dennis O'Neil, and Jim Starlin, sir. So you got some good stuff there, man.
Oh, matter of
And
fact, it does. It says it right. It says it right here on the cover.
yeah, yeah. And
Thank you for that one, brother.
Max Allen is the writer. So you got a nice little thing over there, man.
I appreciate the verification.
Always.
I know you gonna know about this better than me.
Yep, I got it.
You gonna know about this better than me. This cover looked dope, so I had to copy it.
Listen,
And
I think all of the Green Lantern stuff that pertain to everybody, all the Green Lanterns that aren't the main guys, I think you will love. I think you will
what's the
love.
name? This is Millennium 7. I just figured out that this is a part of the Millennium series I just got. So yeah, never mind. I got 3 out of 8. And Green Lantern Emerald Dawn.
Emerald Dawn too.
Yeah,
Part one of
got that.
6. The second part of Emerald Dawn, people. I'm not gonna spoil that. That's good reading. I ain't gonna lie. I
I
like
got
Emerald
I,
Dawn 1 and 2. That's the first
yeah,
Emerald Dawn.
yep. Got the first Emerald Dawn. Mind
That's
you,
one
I
of my
fuck with
favorite
Hal.
stories.
Yeah, I fuck with Hal.
Emerald
Hal is a
Emerald,
good character.
Emerald Dawn and 1 and 2 I love them.
Now I've showed this, I've posted this, but it wasn't in. I think it was on my TikTok, I believe, or my YouTube. But I got the Phantom first issue,
I've never seen this book.
classic.
Clearly, and I've never seen this book. I know who the Phantom is, but I've never seen that book.
Yeah, man. Now, this is.
Why
I feel
dog
like they
sending the
need to
chair so
reboot it.
gangster like that?
That's what I'm saying. Like they need to bring my man's back. They got to bring
Is he
him
a
back.
villain? Like why dog sitting in a chair all like dark side like that?
It's hard to explain. He a hero for real, anti-hero, I guess some would consider
Okay.
him, but you get my point. This is Ariella, Angel of War. I saw this and I just picked it up. I like the cover of it, and I
I
like
say I
the
like the
Angel of
art.
War. Yeah,
I like the art. The art definitely looks 90s. I like 90s
yeah.
art. I liked a lot of the 90s art. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
90s art was risky, bro. They like did everything, man. They
It
made it
was
look
very
great.
it was really cartoony for the time when you really think about it, but I loved it at the time because shit, gotta live up to it, man. 90s had the best cartoons.
Honestly, in my opinion, Jeff, my favorite writer right now is Mark Millar. I mean, he's that when it comes to comic book writers right now, is Mark Millar. He's been my favorite comic book writer probably for the past like 5 years now too. For real, like
Mark
he's just
Millar is definitely a top 50, top tier. He's a top 50 current writers right now. It's funny you asked that, Jeff, because I actually sent my brother the actual official list of the top writers. And we be honest, the best writer right now is Ram V. That is currently writing this. He's also writing Venom, Carnage. He's written a lot of other books, but I mean, you got to give it to him. He's this year's Ernest Award winner for best writer.
okay.
He's won the award. He won Ernest Award Ernest Award winner for best writer right now. Um, And it's funny because to some degree it was almost a landslide because for like 2 weeks he was the only nominee. They was having a hard, they was struggling debating about who else to nominate. To be honest,
That's crazy. That's crazy. I didn't even know that, but thank you for getting us hip to that. I didn't even know that.
yeah.
It's funny, Bill. I know, like I have some Malibu comics that I can think of. I just can't think of the titles. I got you. I'm gonna make a post of a bunch of the Malibu comics that I got, and I'm
I
gonna,
own
show some
Bill. I
recommendations.
own all the Spawn comics by Malibu. But if you have duplicates of any of them, I'll take them. I will buy them. Yes. So Russ, Spawn one, anything Spawn I own, I'm still willing to buy more. So yes.
Well, I
Also,
have
but more Ram V news this Wednesday, people. 3-part series. Aquaman Andromeda, written by Ram V and Christian Ward.
mm,
It is an Aquaman science fiction horror story. Pick it up.
we're gonna talk about it right before the show is over.
My post. I thought we was probably gonna save that discussion for another time since this week was a
Man,
whole.
we can. Man, that discussion was just so entertaining. But
Yeah.
all right, but let me finish this before we got here. I got darker image, you know what I mean? With a, got Wildcats in there too. The back of it is dope as well. Look at that, and they
Ooh,
gave me a collector's card.
Jay Lee doing some grifter. Look at that.
Man,
Um,
they got Max on here.
yeah, I think I'm gonna go out and find that.
All right, and of course, I'm a huge fan. For people who don't know, I'm a huge fan of Usagi Yojimbo. I'm a big fan of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I'm just gonna show y'all. If you don't know who
207.
Usagi is, if you
It
don't know
is
who Usagi is, if you don't know who Usagi is,
3 of 7.
this is the goat right here, man. This is one of the
Usagi
a
or
master soulsman.
Yojimbo is Afro, not Afro, but he is Afro Samurai and Samurai Jack before they were who they were.
Yeah,
To be
basically.
honest,
Yeah, basically.
to be honest,
He came out before both of them.
for both of them, he was them before who they
Yeah.
were.
Oh, Exo Manowar is a definite gem. Exo Manowar, yeah, great read. I love his comics. Um,
Exo Mano.
hmm and before I have Earth 2, Society issue 1.
I think I got that book somewhere. Don't know where though.
And I've been lightweight slacking on my Flash. You know what I mean? I've been slacking on my Flash and my Spider
I,
Man lately.
I slack on
I've been
both of them on
slacking.
purpose.
I'm a huge fan. I've been slacking on both of them. You know what I'm saying? But I had to pick up this Flash. You know what I mean?
I slack on
I
them
had to
on
pick up this
purpose.
Flash. The beginning of tomorrow, Flash, issue 0. Like this art is just dope. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I
Like,
like that art.
they show Wally Berry, Kid Flash, And the last of my haul today, I have issues um 1 through 3. I have Metal Men.
Ooh, look at that.
Mm-hmm. With the metallic on there too.
Hey yo, I had those books when I was a kid, man. Those were some of my favorite stories. When I say kid, I mean like, cause my uncle Ronald was the one that gave me his collection, man. And those books
Mm-hmm.
was like some of the ones that was in there. And I just used to those and what else? It was those and Alpha Flight was some of the
Mm-hmm.
earliest comic book stories that I read. It was a lot of Alpha Flight and X Force and Metal Men and Doom Patrol, stuff like that,
Right.
and
Right.
Sergeant Rock, like Sergeant
Even the
Rock and what's the other one? The Howling Commandos.
the UFOs too. You know what I'm saying? The DC's version of Fantastic Four, but they
Yeah.
villains instead of heroes. They was cool.
Um,
I thought they was dope. But that's
so
the end of my haul, ladies and gentlemen.
Bill brought up something interesting, and I almost forgot about this. I didn't see that.
All right, go say what you was about to say about Bell, and then we'll answer that one.
Bill brought up something interesting as far as the books, and I just remembered that I meant to show you these the last time we was live because, well, first off, I know you want them. I
Mm-hmm.
know you as the completionist. I know who you are, and I know you want them. But I got that first EXO.
Woo! Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to. You want to trade? We can find something to trade.
Got that first EXO, and I got the Dynamite that came on along with that, with all of the other
Ooh,
Valiant.
man, I love that art, man.
I know you some Valiant, Valiant guy. Remember they was before they Deathclaw and all them before they went to Image. They
Yeah,
was all over there on
right,
Valiant. You know,
man. You know what's
um,
funny, man? I half of this stuff I don't even remember happening. Like, so I don't even remember them being on Image for real. I just remember. I just know that they
yep,
are with somebody else now.
Valiant and Image. Yep, they were part of Image Comics for a minute before they
That's
went off and did their
crazy,
own
bro.
thing. So
That's crazy. I didn't even know that.
these are definitely some yeah some books. So this is the these ones is all Image, and then the EXO is the only one that is when they officially left and went Valiant by themselves, and this is his number one.
Uh,
And then this ain't necessarily for you, but I know our good friend Sean, and there's a lot of other horror people in the group, and I'm a big fan of horror myself. But to me, the best slasher is Jason, and then you got
yeah,
Jason versus Jason X.
man. Don't show him that shit. He gonna kick your damn door down, boy.
The Avatar, it's the holographic. That's why it's all shiny. But besides that, I got the COA on it that is signed by the writer and artist, and is only limited to 1,000
What?
copies printed ever. This the
Man, do
platinum
not
foil
show
edition
that
is
shit.
one of only 1,000 copies, and I have that
Do
one.
not show that shit to Sean, bro. That he gonna hunt you down.
And then I have book two to complete the set. Book two to complete the set. also, also signed with the COA. Platinum foil edition is one of only 1,000 copies printed and packaged.
Bro, that's
Both
dope
signed by
as
writer
hell.
and artist
For
Michael.
anybody, for anybody who want to know why I'm laughing, bro, I have a friend on our Facebook and in our Facebook group. He is probably the biggest Jason Voorhees fan I've ever seen. I haven't met him in person yet, but he's one of the coolest brothers ever, man. He is going to hunt this man Spawn Prince down for these comics, bro. I already see it happening.
So I thought that was pretty cool to look up, man.
Man, that shit was dope,
So
man. Thank you, brother.
yeah,
Them
so
horror comics
when
was dope.
you start talking about some trades, these I mean I love them, but yeah, I mean there's some Spawn floating around out there.
And listen, I got a bunch of horror.
Spawn,
I got you. I got some Spawn. I
you
got a
know what
bunch
I'm
of stuff.
saying?
Man. We gonna talk about it.
I'm not,
You can
there's some
talk about it.
spawns floating around out there that I don't have. Maybe some variants or
Right, some
anything, but
variants.
it's
Right,
spawn.
right,
It's spawn, and I'm
right.
not holding on to nothing for over him. I'm letting it go. Somebody come to me
My
with some
name.
spawn. Oh, then I'll trade Amazing Fantasy 15 for some spawn.
I
I'll trade
got you.
first appearance of Spider Man for some spawn.
So let's answer. So let's answer my nigga Jeff question. So Black Panther should be recasted. We're not going to. This is me. This is me. It doesn't matter what universe you're trying to create. You can't. There is no. There is no universe. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, especially when you have a beef as heightened as T'Challa and Namor, there is no universe where they're not enemies, dog. They might be, they might be a little bit cool, you know what I'm saying, or have been at one guy and cool, but there's no way that there's just nothing of them meeting at all. That's not gonna happen.
Them boys ain't never been cool. They've been cordial.
Right, like exactly, like
They've been
there's
cordial.
no universe. And I feel like they definitely need to recast them. You can't have the MCU, you can't have the Marvel universe without these events happening. You know what I'm saying? And
Well,
even still, we still need to see Namor and Fantastic Four.
I about
You
to
know
say,
what I'm
well,
saying?
granted, we can see Namor without Panther because we can place him in Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
But people still want to see that Wakanda
You
Atlantean
can't have
scene.
him
They
in
want to see that
Wakanda.
fight.
You can't have him in Wakanda without T'Challa being there. I can't see it. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, you can, you know, because in the comics in the future he met Shuri and stuff like that. But you know what I mean? That's not how we trying to see the story unfold on screen.
I seen something very interesting on Twitter. I'm gonna throw this out here. Dude, I forgot which one it was. The last Transformer, not Transformer, Terminator, where
Yeah,
Arnold Schwarzenegger is still the Terminator, but he's old, like current. But he fights a younger version of himself in the movie. The
yeah,
buff self from in the movie, he fights himself.
uh huh,
On Twitter, I seen that they said, why not just still use Chadwick Boseman and just CGI him over another actor,
mm.
as long as the actor can portray a good African Wakandan accent. Why not just still
Mm.
use just
I
CGI
mean, yeah,
Chadwick Boseman? My only gripe about that was his family will have to be taken into consideration because he's gone.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm
He's
saying?
gone.
He's gone. So to use his likeness is kind of like we all know he's gone.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's weird. Arnold's
It
still
can be
here, still
creepy.
with
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it can
It
get
can be
creepy.
creepy.
So my thing with the whole recasting was, yes, just bring in somebody new. The
Yeah,
reason being is because I feel like the world has already accepted and owned up to the fact that Chad was gone. There's nothing we can do about that, people. And if y'all
right.
really want the movie to continue, I want the storyline to continue. We just have multiverse. There's other different ways. We can just go ahead and blame it on Strange. Strange fucked some shit up. We got a new dude as Panther.
Right,
You
we
know,
could. They could put right. They can put something in replacement of him, and it's not no slight or shade or anything to that man's legacy or to his life or career. It's not. Honestly, y'all don't even understand how important it is for him to just be portraying the character as important as T'Challa for real.
my thing
Like that's
is
just
y'all have a fear of him getting recasted and the new actor not being as good. And then there's the other select people where it's like, well, what if he's better? Well,
right.
to that I say, look at every portrayal of the Joker that we've had since Heath Ledger.
Yep.
Everything Joker now, not counting Jack Nicholson and Mark Hamill, gets compared to Heath, and
Hmm.
it shouldn't, but it does because we compared everything. The Gotham series, what's old boy that just played Morbius, Jared
Yeah.
Leto,
Yeah. Jared Leto.
the two dudes the dude that
Joke.
played
Yeah.
Joker in
Joaquin
Gotham.
Phoenix.
Yeah, and then everybody was like, "Oh, we got the Phoenix and Joker was good," and it's like, yeah, but that was a solo movie. What happens when we put Phoenix and incorporate Batman into the movie? Do we still get that same dynamic?
Joker has been replaced and redone about 6 or 7 times since
And
Heath
people gonna
Ledger
keep putting
died.
their own spin on it, and that's the thing. A lot of people put their spin on it because here's the thing: my actually favorite cartoon Joker was the one from the Batman with the long hair.
Hmm. Hmm.
That was my favorite
I know,
Joker. Like
I
I
know which
love
one
that
you're talking
Joker.
about.
That Joker was awesome. I loved everything about that character, the way he looked, the way his laugh was, his accent, everything. Nothing to take away from Heath. Heath was great for what he did and for the way he portrayed him, but that was his spin. I
Yeah.
like Leto. I like the way
Hmm.
Leto looked too. I like how he looked. I like his
Yeah, I
portrayal.
enjoyed his version. Yeah, I enjoyed his version of Joker.
I
Yeah.
enjoyed his version of Joker, but that's y'all. That's what y'all getting the same thing with this Panther. And here's my thing: we getting this whole phase of the MCU, and we going into the Secret Wars. My question to y'all is, for the ones that don't want Panther to get recasted, what do we do about a Secret Wars there, where we may or may not have an Iron Man? And if we do
Right.
have Iron Man, are we gonna get Rhodey? Are we gonna get Robert Downey Jr.? Are we gonna get the same actors? I don't think so, because I could have sworn Robert Downey said he was done.
Yeah.
Chris Evans said he was done. So are we gonna get Cap? We're gonna get Falcon, gonna be Cap, right? Winter Soldier, that's them two. So, but we're not gonna get an Iron Man. They're gonna give us Riri Williams on from
Yeah.
Armor Wars, gonna step into that.
Ironheart. Yep.
Yep, Ironheart gonna step into that. You see what I'm saying? So we are y'all. They already filled those spots. Winter Soldier taking a spot, Falcon. Falcon taking Cap spot. Riri taking Iron Man spot. They filling gaps. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
So why not recasting? Why not do it?
It
I
doesn't
mean,
make
at this
sense
point,
to not
I don't
do
see
it
why
at this
not.
point.
I don't see why not. We got a
You
new recast
don't.
of Blade.
I mean, this is my thing. Like everybody keep on saying that Shuri, this and Shuri that, but people have to understand the Shuri that we got in the MCU isn't the Shuri that's in the comic books.
Fact.
We got the Shuri. We like the Shuri in the comics. The Shuri that we know was the warrior. She was the warrior before
And
T'Challa.
T'Challa was
T'Challa's
the
the
brain.
genius. Yeah,
Yep.
T'Challa's the genius.
They switched in the MCU.
So what are we gonna see from Letitia Wright? What are we gonna see from her? You know what I'm saying? She didn't show us nothing in the first film. So what are we gonna see from her? Her jumping and running across the walls and shit? Jumping? No, we
Like,
ain't gonna see her
cause
doing none
here's
of
the
that.
thing: if she does that in this movie, there's about to be a big spectrum of that fan base that's going to be like, well, where was she at in the first movie? Where was she at in Endgame? Where was she doing none of this? You know, where was she at when
Yeah, man.
We're gonna raise
But
questions, man.
like it's gonna just raise it's too many holes, you know what I'm saying? And that's what we trying to avoid. Now, yes, to answer the question, Black Panther should be recasted. I don't see why. I mean, Batman has been played by like 10 people. Like, why not? Why can't we recast T'Challa? I don't understand. Like, Batman has been played by like 10 people. Like, we can have
Some of
somebody else
y'all
play
was
T'Challa, man.
some of y'all was talking about some bring Killmonger back. And my answer to that was, if they did that, that means they would have to spin the multiverse of madness somehow with that and say that it's not 616 and bring
Right.
him back. Like, well, what if he really did kill T'Challa in this timeline and was just the king, the permanent king? You know, what even if we do that, is that really Black Panther versus Namor, or is that Killmonger versus Namor?
Sounds
You
like
know,
sounds like it's gonna be corny.
and will you get the same level of entertainment as far as that genius level intellect from Killmonger? I don't think you're gonna get that same brain from Killmonger.
Nope.
So
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's just yeah. Overall, they need to
just
recast
recast it.
them. They just recast them.
I really like the actor that played in the new Candyman movie. I don't know. I forget his name. The
The dude that
star of the
played
movie.
Black Manta, he played Black Manta.
Yes, yes.
I think, man, but the thing is, I think they got something in their contracts where they can't like play in competing movie
That
company,
that that's
roles or something.
that's true too. But I don't think he's under contract.
Yeah.
I don't think he's under
I
contract.
mean that Aquaman 2 coming back, and he might be coming back for Black Manta,
Who,
man.
Manta?
Yeah.
They gonna throw somebody else out there. They gonna throw somebody else out there. They're not gonna use
They need
Manta.
they need to bring King Shark into the picture. That's what they
I'm
need to
about to
do.
say we probably gonna either use King Shark. it's a few people they may or may not use, but they're not gonna use Manta again. I don't see that. If they use Manta again, I think people are gonna be disappointed.
Yeah, they might. But I fuck with Black
I
Manta.
think
That's
I,
my man.
they might bring in Aqualad.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah. Gotta bring in Aqualad. Gotta bring in Aqualad.
So I don't really know how
But
they're
yeah,
gonna spin
man.
the new Aquaman movie, but yeah,
I'm actually
I'm all for
excited
a
though.
recasting.
I, I'm excited for the new Aquaman film, but
I'm not excited for Thor.
huh?
Not
You say
excited
you're
for
not
Thor.
excited for Thor? Yeah, I'm not really that excited for Thor, but I do. I am excited for the comic references though, the Easter eggs
Yeah,
and shit.
yeah. Well, that's always good to see. But I'm not excited for the movie overall.
Yes.
I'm
Well,
still just
man,
patiently waiting on my X-Men to get introduced into the MCU.
that shit gonna happen when we old, brother.
Yeah, we're gonna
That
be
shit ain't
old
gonna
and
never
gray by
happen.
that time.
Well, people, family, we done ran out of time. Um, thank y'all for tuning in, man. We done gave y'all our hauls, unveiled, showed y'all some of these gems, shared y'all some news, discussed some things with y'all. Is there any recommendations you want to give to the people? Any recommendations this week?
Always got recommendations this week. I was just talking to our brother Amar, and yes, for those that don't know, go and pick up Dark Knights of Steel by Tom Taylor, who is also right now writing that Superman Son of Kal-El,
And
and
he's also a top writer.
he is a top 25 writer right now currently. And my recommendation is, if you haven't done it already, DC's War of the Gods is coming out in August. Add it to your pool. Because if you don't, you're gonna miss out, just like all the other DC series. First one, second one, third one. This is the fourth installment. Those books sold out. They flew off the shelves. So definitely a recommendation. For those that are Star Wars fans, pick up Obi-Wan. It's a 4-book
Yep.
miniseries. It's not really my speed because I'm more of a Sith guy myself. But I try with the Jedi's and I try with the bounty hunters and pretty much all the Star Wars universe. So, but I ain't gonna hold y'all to it. I like Star Wars, but I don't like it as much as I like Star Trek. But that's just me.
And listen, all y'all can listen to that crap all y'all want, but he lying like hell. Nobody likes Star Trek more than
I
Star
do like
Wars. It's
Star
just
Trek.
not real. It's just not real. It's not realistic, and it is not. It is just not true. If anybody comes to you and tells you that they like Star Trek better than Star Wars,
I just
they
did.
are lying through their teeth.
I just did.
There's no way. There's no way.
Bro, I'm
There's
serious.
no way. The
Star
only thing
Wars.
I would say that Star Trek got better than Star Wars is their political science. That's it. The action is not nowhere near as good.
See, but that's the
The
thing. That's the thing. I'm not only just looking for the action, because here's my thing with Star Wars as far as
I
their
feel you.
action. With Star Wars action, I'm not entertained with it unless the lightsabers is on screen. The aerial battles with the ships and the droids and the phasers and blasters. I'm not into the Star Wars fightings until lightsabers come into play. Like Mandalorian was probably like the only Star Wars series that I was entertained that didn't have lightsabers. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I mean, yeah, that's
And
what I'm saying.
genuinely, really just dislike the Jedi. I hate them. Like, I hate the Jedi. Like, all of them.
You know me. You know me. I'm in the middle because both sides I get all my
Nah,
truth from, and they both annoy the fuck out of me. They both annoy me,
nah.
and I get truth
You
from
gotta
both
look at
sides.
the
That's
galaxy.
why it's a gray.
The galaxy was literally, when Vader came into power and took over, the galaxy was quiet and at peace. Shit didn't start happening and going to war and start fucking it up again until the Jedi's wanted to try and bring their ass back into play with their bullshit. And
Man, come on, man. We're not about to do this.
everything Anakin did, he deserved to do. For how they treated him, everything he did, he deserved to do. Everything.
Man, no, man. And
Everything.
listen, we're gonna talk about this in a different episode. We're gonna do a Star
But
Wars episode and Star Trek episodes. Star
But
Wars
listen,
versus Star Trek.
For Star Trek, as a science fiction fan, I always just love the exploration of that. I love the exploration thing. They travel to different planets. They meet new alien races and all of that.
Yeah.
For me, that's the closest thing we can get to maybe this can actually happen one day. You know,
Mm-hmm.
versus we start making sabers
I
and
kind of
using
felt
pushing shit with our minds.
man, I kind of felt this. That's what I'm saying. I feel the same way about Star Wars for real. You know what I'm saying? But like, I fuck with Star Trek but from a distance though. The only reason why I do it from a distance is because my mom loves it. But I'm a
It's
Star Wars fan, and my mom loves Star Wars too. But no,
all right.
I
Listen,
gotta.
I like Star Wars, but like as far as like sitting down and watching like Star Trek Next Generation, for me
Yeah,
was fire, sir. Like
I'm
the
watching that
original.
Picard, that Pickard show, the Pickard
Yeah,
show.
Picard is
Yeah.
fire. Like the original with Spock and all of them is kind of like because of how old it is for that time frame. I do like some of
Mm-hmm.
the movies like Wrath of Khan and Darkness and all that. That was cool, but
Mm-hmm.
I just like the concept and the stories and like you said, the political science and the technology and everything that they put behind Star Trek versus
Yeah.
with Star Wars. It's all politics. And
Mm-hmm.
it basically just shows that even in the future, politics can't agree, and because they can't agree, everybody's going to war.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, I disagree with you. You
Man.
disagree with me. We're going to war. I want to
Yeah.
rule. I want to instead of ruling the planet, I want to rule the galaxy now. That's what Star Wars is at. Instead of ruling one planet or one country, I want to
Yeah.
rule
Right.
everything.
The entire
That's what Star
goddamn
Wars is at.
cosmos.
I want to rule this entire star system now. Fuck this country or this island or this continent. I want this star system. And because you don't want me to have it, we got to fight over. We're gonna go to war over that.
Yeah, we got to do that episode Star Wars versus Star Trek. But man, but thank you for fucking being on the show again, my brother. You already know, man. You already know that it's a pleasure having you here, man.
For sure, for
And
sure.
showing us
Star Trek
your,
is why I like when you
your
think about it. Star Trek is why I like Green Lantern so much. When you really
Hey,
think about it,
yeah,
is it too
I
different
get
from what
what you
Lantern
mean.
do?
Not really, not really.
When
They
you
just
think
don't
about
got
it,
no fucking powers, right? They do the
it ain't too
same
much
thing.
different from what the fuck he do. Damn, I just kind of put that together.
Man, we gonna end up discussing this shit another time. Um, Damn, I have a recommendation. I want everybody to go. If you haven't, go and read NPH. I talked about it on my last show. Um, it's the show when the teenage kids, the young kids do a drug that makes them fast, and they start doing everything. Just start using your imagination on what you would do if you had a drug that made you super, gave you super speed for 24 hours. Use your imagination. But either way, remember, love yourself, love your family, and don't stress about the shit that you can't control. You know. And thank y'all for tuning in, man. And thank you for being here, brother. I really do appreciate it.
Always.
All right, y'all. Peace.